as a stroke of the brush that paints the picture of a man who won't bend, who trained through every season right up to the end of what the body said was possible, then passed it along. In the dark of every session, in the cold, in the bone, every doubt they ever handed me, I crushed into dust. Every wall they ever built for me, I treated like trust. In the opposite direction, trust that I'd break through. Brick by brick, rep by rep, everything they threw became the ammunition and the fuel and the fire. Became the thing that took me from the mud to the higher ground. They said I never reached, I reached it, I stayed. Built a fortress out of fury, out of nights I was afraid. Now the fear don't live here, buried in pain. It's dead. Two fires burning in my chest and I ain't finished yet. Two fires, one won't die. Two fires, watch them rise. Everything they took from us became the fuel. Two fires, can't be stopped. Two fires, never dry. Built from every broken thing, we are the proof. Two fires burn. Let me paint the picture clean, no decoration raw. Country blood and concrete soul and the hunger of war. Living in the same chest, occupying the same space. Two fires burning different, burning at the same pace. One the slow burn of the land, of the seasons, of the years, of the patience built from hardship and from swallowing tears. In the silence of the morning when the harvest came up nothing. When the ground gave back no answer and the cold kept coming. When the fast burn of the street, of the rage of the now. Of the man who had to figure out the when and the how. Of surviving in the chaos, of converting the pain. And it's something with direction in the wind and the rain. That falls heavy on the field where the enemy stood. Two fires side by side, burning harder than they should. Both of them together make a thing that can't break. Two fires in this body, everything they gave I take. Rock straight. Two fires, one won't die. Two fires, watch them rise. Everything they took from us became the fuel. Two fires, can't be stopped. Two fires, never dry. Built from every broken thing, we are the proof. Two fires burn. Low and cold. One fire keeps you warm. Two fires burn everything in the way. Rock. Full scream. I am not the man you buried. I am what grew from the ground. Where you put me? Come on. Come on. Final line cold. Two fires. Both mine. Come on. Come on, come on. Last verse, every syllable deliberating hard. Every bar is a message caught directly in the scar of the man who wore the damage and refused to call it loss. Who converted every breaking point and carried every cross. Not for martyrdom, for mastery, for something they can name. When they look at what was forged inside the dark of the flame that they started when they thought that they were ending the story. Didn't know the fire feeds itself, didn't know the glory of the ones who train and ruin isn't glory at all. It's just method, it's just movement, it's just fusing the fall. One more time, then you rise, that's the only math here. Rise one more, then you fall, that's the only frontier. Want the crossing, want the burning, want the two fires inside that consume you and complete you simultaneously wide. Open everything, burning everything alive. Two fires in one body, that is how we survive. Rock scream. Two fires, one won't die. Two fires, watch them rise. Everything they took from your skin became the fuel. Two fires, can't be stopped. Two fires, never dry. Built from every broken thing, we are the proof. Two fires. Two fires. Rock. Still burning. Always will be. Come on.
You wanna know what rage tastes like? It tastes like 4 a.m. It tastes like iron. It tastes like every name they called you. when you couldn't fight back. Now you can. Come on!
I've been building something lethal in the dark of this room. Every session is a hammer, every rep is a tomb. For the weakness that they fed me when I couldn't resist. Now I answer every insult with a closed iron fist. Not on them, on the bag, on the weight, on the wall. On the version of myself that almost answered the call. To give up, to sit down, to accept what they said. I put that version of me down, I trained on the dead body of my former limits, every doubt, every fear. Became the ammunition that I load year by year into the engine of a man who don't stop, don't explain. Don't need your validation, I was built from the pain. From the rage, from the nights when the jaws stay clenched tight. From the mornings on the concrete when I train through the night. Into dawn, into daylight, into something they fear. Come on! Built from rage, and the rage made it clear. Built from rage, built from rage. Every scar built from rage, built from rage. Took everything they gave me, and I built from rage, built from rage, built from rage. I said built from rage, built from rage. Nothing they can do now. I was built from rage. Yeah. On the man at midnight, working angles and stands. Every combination thrown is more than just a dance. It's a conversation with the suffering I kept. Come on! Bottled in my body through the years that I wept. In the silence, in the dark, where the witnesses were none. Where the only light remaining was the burning of the sun. Of the rage inside my chest, patient, never rushed. Waiting for the moment that I channeled it and crushed. Every ceiling, every limit, every line they defined. Come on! The rage was just a current running deep in my spine. That I learned to redirect, learn to aim, learn to use. Faith came from the suffering, from bleeding and bruised. Not the faith of easy answers or the faith of the soft. Faith that comes from hitting rock bottom and the cost of deciding in the darkness that the darkness won't win. Come on! Built from rage from the outside, built from rage within. Built from rage. Every scar built from rage. Built from rage. Took everything they gave me, and I built from rage. Built from rage. Built from rage. I said built from rage. Built from rage. Nothing they can do now. Now I was built from rage. The rage don't make you weak. The rage properly directed is the cleanest fuel you will ever find. Every man who ever built something real built it from something that hurt him first. Come on! Use it. Come on! Final round, I got nothing left to prove to the crowd. Only thing I owe is to the work, and I'm loud in my silence and my sessions in the war that I run. Every morning is a battle, and the battle ain't done till the battle says complete and the mission says clear. I'm the version of me standing, there's no room left for fear, cause the fear got compressed, got converted, got burned. Into something that moved forward, into something that learned how to weaponize the broken, how to monetize the loss, how to wear the damage proudly, how to carry the cross of the past without it slowing every step that I take. Come on! From rage, and the building never stops for a break, never pause, never rest, never ask for a sign. Just the next rep, just the next round, just the next line of a story written, sweating, written, bleeding, written raw. Built from rage, that's the whole of the law. Built from rage. Every scar built from rage. Built from rage. Took everything they gave me, and I built from rage. Built from rage. Built from rage. I said built from rage. Built from rage. Nothing they can do now. I was built from rage. Built from rage. Not ashamed of it, not hiding it. They gave me the rage, I gave it back as something they couldn't recognize. Built from rage, every single rep.
Three worlds. One man. All broken ground. Let's go.
I was raised where the dirt road meets the broken dream, where the guitar cries at midnight and the darkness screams. From the hollow of the valley where the lost men go, where the wind don't carry hope, only what you sow. In the blood of every morning you survived alone. I've been grinding on the broken ground, made it my home. Every rap a reckoning, every bar a war. Hit the weights with the rage of a man keeping score. Of every round, every name, every year they stole. Channeled into iron, paid the toll. On the bridge between the country and the concrete in the fight. Let the pain scream the chorus, train through the night. Three worlds burning in my chest simultaneously. Country blood, street soul, beast mentality. The slide guitar cries for the man I was before. The down-tuned riff says that man don't live here no more. Broken ground, this is where I stand. Broken ground, building with my hands. From the conscience to the concrete to the war in my mind. Broken ground, left it all behind. The tints all screams, the bells ring low. The rage in the country put on the show. Broken ground, that's where I was made. Broken ground, I don't need your parade. Yeah, shadow box at midnight with a ghost of the field. Where the harvest came up nothing and the wounds wouldn't heal. From the seasons that stripped color from the bones of the land. From the callus that replaced what used to be my hand. Before the iron took the soft, before the street took the rest. Before the music in my bloodline moved up into my chest and became something heavier, something wide and loud. Something country never planned for, something the crowd never saw coming from a man walking red clay roads. Who converted all the quiet into overloads of distortion, of percussion, of the fast and the raw. Of three genres fusing violent in the chest of the drum. Of the short straw, of the wrong side of the hand I was dealt. Down to everything I carried, everything I felt. Into frequency so heavy that the ground starts to shake. Broken ground beneath my feet, and I love the quake. This is where I stand. Broken ground, build it with my hands. From the country to the concrete to the war in my mind. Broken ground, left it all behind. The T-Zug screams, the bells ring low. The rage in the country put on the show. Broken ground, that's where I was made. Broken ground, I don't need your parade. The slide guitar says one thing, the down-tuned riff says another. The flow says a third. Together, they say the same thing. I was built on broken ground, and I am not broken. Come on! Last verse, every world colliding at once. Country soul in the body of the street never stunts. Just the truth of what three broken things create when they fuse in the furnace of a man who won't wait for permission or for comfort or for anyone's sign that the fusion of the raw and the dark is just fine. I don't need your genre boxes, I don't fit any frame. I am country and I'm concrete and I'm fire and flame. And I train through every identity they said didn't mix. I'm out at who in 808, that's the fix. For the man who never belonged to a single place whole. Belong to all of them, belongs to the soul of the broken ground beneath him, of the three roads he walked. New metal in his veins, dark country when he talked to the silence. Rap when the silence talk back. Broken ground, three worlds, one man, one track. This is where I stand. Broken ground, build it with my hands. From the cancer to the concrete to the war in my mind. Broken ground, left it all behind. The guitar screams, the bells ring low. The rage in the country put on the show. Broken ground, that's where I was made. Broken ground, I don't need your parade. Broken ground, three worlds. None of them whole, all of them mine. New metal,
Dark country. Rap. One man. Broken ground. Still standing.
I built a kingdom out of everything they threw away. Come on. Come on. I was called from the land where the cold don't forgive, where the seasons take the soft ones and the hard ones live. On the edge of what is bearable, the thin line between, come on, what a man can hold together and what breaks him clean. I've been holding what would break most since before I knew that the holding was the training, that the weight was the proof, that I carried what I shouldn't and I didn't complain. Just converted all the pressure into something like rain that falls heavy on the fields where I buried what hurt. Planted something in the darkness, grew it from the dirt. A betrayal of abandonment of years going cold. Built a hollow kind of kingdom, built it hard, it old, with the hands of a man who had nowhere left to go. With the work in the morning and the grind in the low of the valley of the shadow of the places unnamed. Hollow king of broken things and our roles all the same. Hollow king, this is my domain. Hollow king, built it from the pain. They left me with the nothing and I turned it to a throne. Hollow king, I never stood alone. I had the dark, I had the cold, I had the fury of the untold. Hollow king, come and take it from me. Hollow king, try it, you'll see. Hollow king, try it, you'll see. Yeah, I walked the fields at midnight, talking to the dead. Had a war council of failures living deep in my head. Every one of them a lesson that I carry like a brand. Come on, burning to the living tissue of a working man who refused to be defeated by the sum of his loss. Who converted every failure to the weight of the cross. He would bear without a flinch, without a tremor, cold. Hollow in the middle, solid on the outside, bold. In the face of every morning that came empty and gray. When the purpose felt like fiction and the fire gave way to the ash and to the nothing and the bottomless drop. I just stripped the edge of everything and told it to stop. Then I climbed, not for the glory, not for any reward. For the version of myself, I gave my oath and my word to become on the hard mornings in the lowest of lows. Hollow king of all of it, and the hollow kingdom grows. Hollow king, this is my domain. Hollow king, built it from the pain. It left me with the nothing, and I turned it to a throne. Hollow king, I never stood alone. I had the dark, I had the cold, I had the fury of the untold. Hollow king, come and take it from me. Hollow king, try it, you'll see. Hollow king, try it, you'll see. Hollow, not empty. Hollow like a bell. The hollow is what makes the sound. The hollow is what carries it. Yeah, I am hollow. I am loud. Come on! 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 Every king they ever crowned is something I don't. Comfort, bloodline, safety net I won't. Pretend those things don't matter when the cold sets in deep. When the hollow of the kingdom is the only place to sleep. I built the throne from what they discarded and left. Crumped the crown from every insult, from the rob and the theft. Of the years and of the chances that they took when they could. Built the whole thing out of nothing, built it harder than wood. Built it harder than the stone of every wall they erected. Built it harder than and the judgment that they never corrected. When they handed me the hollow, thought the hollow was a curse. Didn't know the hollow amplifies, makes every note worse. For the enemy, for the doubt, for the ones who still try to diminish what the hollow can build hollow and high above the ground, where they left me above everything thrown. Hollow kingdom, hollow throne and alone. Hollow king, this is my domain. Hollow king, builds it from the pain. They left me with the nothing, and I turned it to a throne. Hollow king, I never stood alone. I had the dark, I had the cold, I had the fury of the untold. Hollow king, come and take it from me. Hollow king, try it, you'll see. Hollow king, try it, you'll see. Hollow king, they gave me the hollow. I built the kingdom. That's the whole story. Hollow king. Come on. Every scar has a name. Every name has a reason. Every reason has a war. Mine started the day they left me for dead. Let's go! I train with the rage of a man with nothing left. Every rep is a prayer, every exhale is a breath. I take back from the darkness that consumed what I had. From the years I spent hollow, from the good turning bad. I hit the bag till the knuckles crack and the raps turn red. Till the voice in my skull goes quiet, till I clear out the dead. Weight of every betrayal, every closed door, every lie. Channeled in the motion, channeled in the do or die. On the mat, in the gym, in the dark before dawn. When the body's running empty, but the mission drops on. I don't train for the trophy, I don't train for the name. I train cause the war inside me needed something to claim. Something physical, something real, something blood can confirm. That the man who took the damage is the man that can't burn down to nothing. Tried it, I came back from the flame. Come on! War inside, war outside, it's the same. War inside, war inside. Feel it, war inside, war inside. Every hit they landed on me. Feel the war inside. War inside, war inside. I said war inside, war inside. They thought they broke me, they just saw the war inside. Shadow on the wall at 3 a.m. throwing hands. Fighting every version of myself that understands what it means to have been low, to have kissed the floor, to have tasted blood and concrete and still ask for more. I don't run from what I feel, I run straight at it hard. Every demon in my chest becomes a training yard, where I wrestle, where I burn, where I sweat out the sin of the years I spent surviving by the skin of my teeth, of my will, of the last thing I had. Faith the size of a mustard seed when everything went bad, when the people disappeared and the money ran out, when the silence was so heavy that I started to doubt everything I said I was, everything I said I'd be. Hit the weights anyway, that much faith set me free from the version of me trembling, from the version afraid. Come on! War inside converted, war inside gets paid. War inside, feel it, war inside, war inside. Every hit they landed on me, free with the war inside. War inside, war inside. I said war inside, war inside. They thought they broke me, they just saw the war inside. The mat don't care about your feelings. The iron don't care about your history. The only question either one asks, are you still moving? Yeah, I'm still moving. I will always be moving. Come on, come on, come on. Last round, mouth guard and heart rate through the roof. A combination throne is just another proof that the man who took the beating and decided to train is a different kind of animal. He runs on the pain, not to suffer, not to wallow, but to alchemize. Turn the lid of what they handed him to something that flies past the limit, past the ceiling, past the judgment, past the doubt, past the room where they were certain he would never come out. I came out, I come out every morning. I come out of the darkness of the session of the suffering devoured. In the church will keep on moving when the moving gets hard, when the knuckles are still bleeding and the body is scarred. But the
damage what they thought was gone for good. War inside, still burning, burning hotter than it should.
War inside, war inside. Feel it, war inside, war inside. Every hit they landed on me. Feel the war inside. War inside, war inside. I said war inside, war inside. They thought they broke me. They just saw the war inside.
War inside. That's where it starts. Always in there first. Before the gym, before the mat, before the iron. The war inside is the only war that actually matters. Win that one. Everything else follows.
War inside.
I didn't just leave. I burned the field. Everything. So there was nothing left to go back to. Come on.
Of what I used to call home. Every acre turned to cinder, every seed turned to stone. I don't mourn what burned, I lit the fire myself. Took the comfort in the safety of the shelf, and I threw it in the middle of the life I was in. Watched it catch, watched it climb, watched it peel back my skin. Of the man I was pretending I could still be okay. That man burned with everything. I rose from the grave. The smoke of the ruin of the rays and the roar. The version of existence that the burning force saw. Something harder, something colder, something born in the flame. Not the boy who took the punishment and swallowed the blame, but the man who redirected every ounce of their weight into iron, into motion, into something that's great. In the old sense of the word, great like heavy, like immovable, like warm. Burn the field, nothing left, only what I came for. Burn the field, let it all come down. Burn the field, burn it to the ground. Everything that held me small, everything that made me crawl. Burn the field, burn the field. Nothing left to save, nothing left to build on but the rage. But the rage. Burn the field, watch me rise from the edge. Burn the field, everything they had couldn't hold the fire that I carry inside. Burn the field and I walk through the tide. I carry the scar of 100 broken mornings. Everyone a resurrection, everyone a warning to the version of the world that thought the burning was done. That the man in the ruin couldn't rise, couldn't run. Back into the war that made him back into the grind. Back into the session where he left his fear behind. On the floor in the cold where the dark had no end. Where the body hit the limit and the limit had to bend. To accommodate a will that wouldn't register stop. When the rep was at its hardest, at the absolute top of the pain, of the pressure, of the everything wrong. That's exactly where I found the thing that made me strong. Not the easy set, not the set I was ready to do, but the one I had no business finishing through. The one that cost me everything I thought I had left. From the field of my limits, trained until death. Burn the field, let it all come down. Burn the field, burn it to the ground. Everything that held me small, everything that made me crawl. Burn the field, burn the field. Nothing left to save, nothing
You wanna know what's on the other side of burning everything? Yeah, nothing. And in that nothing, you find out exactly what you are when you have absolutely nothing left. Come on. That's the only version of yourself worth becoming.
Could manage and contain. Wanted someone who would swallow every insult, every chain that they wrapped around the wrists of the ones who complied. I burn the chain, I burn the wrist, I burn my pride. Of the old kind, the kind that keeps you small. To be safe, replace it with the pride of a man who trained through the chafe of the skin and of the soul and of the calendar's weight. Who showed up on the worst day and decided that great wasn't given, wasn't granted, wasn't waiting ahead. Was constructed every morning out of iron and dread. And the choice to keep on building when the building burned down. I burned the field, rebuild, burned again. Well, the crown of the ash and of the ruin and the scorched empty land that grows back darker, grows back stronger, harder than planned. Every harvest from the ashes is more brutal than the last. Burn the field, keep on burning, don't you dare hold the past. Burn the field, let it all come down. Burn the field, burn it to the ground. Everything that held me small, everything that made me crawl. Burn the field, burn the field. Nothing left to save, nothing left to build on but the rage, but the rage. Burn the field, watch me rise from the edge. Burn the field, everything they had couldn't hold the fire that I carry inside. Burn the field and I walk through the tide.
Burn the field, not as destruction, as decision. The fire doesn't hate what it burns, it just makes room for what comes next. Burn the field. Come on. Come on. 4 a.m. Cold gym. No lights. Just the sound of chains. And demons breathing in the dark.
Black hoodie soaked from the rain outside. Steel plates shaking while the pain collide. Basement walls got the smell of blood. Every rep feel like escaping the mud. Dead silence broken by the iron slam. Rage in my chest like a caged madman. I train alone where the lost souls hide, with revenge and trauma buried deep inside. Heavy bags swinging in the corner slow, like a body hanging under broken bulbs. Dark thoughts crawling through my brain non-stop, but the beast inside me never gon' stop. Boom bap drums with the heartbeat pressure. Every scar on my flesh became another lecture. Pushed through agony, no fear in my eyes, only shadows and fury keeping me alive.
Pain in my veins, cold in my soul. Still chasing power while the night takes control. I run in the shadow, heavy bass echo through abandoned hallways. Dark gym demons screaming my name, still lifting weights through the thunder and rain. I run in the shadow, every dead rep bring the beast out the cage. War drums pounding while the darkness breathes. Train through hell till there's nothing left of me. Oh, yeah. Rust on the chains and sweat on the bench. Every set got me mentally bent, no mirrors here. Only ghost watching close. Every failed dream hanging from the ropes. I seen weak men break under pressure. Seen fake kings fold when the pain got heavier. That's why I grind with the rage of the damned. Bible on the floor and blood on my hands. Dark orchestras mixed with gym floor echoes. Steel tone mindset, heart turned hollow. Every inhale feel cursed from the start. Like a funeral hymn beating inside my heart. Shadow boxing sins while the moonlight fade. Trying not to become the monster I made. Still praying to God when my spirit crack. But the darkness always keep pulling me back.
Cold sweat, black skies, heavy iron, dead eyes.